Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. Today I want to do a really quick video on something that the prop trading sent out. As an email had come through as well as came on their Instagram stories. Effectively it was called Funded Account Express. This got me really excited. I thought, okay, what have they done? Have they changed some of the parameters? Have they brought a new account on so you can get funded really quickly? But when I looked at it, it's actually the same as what they do currently, in the fact that they allow 0 trading days to pass through the first and second phases. Now if you think back to when they started, they actually had a 10-day trading rule. And so that effectively meant that if you passed before that point, you had to go and still trade for 10 days. Majority of people were just placing a 0.01 lot of a trade, opening and closing it, and that passed as a trading day. Now a lot of prop firms still have this in effect now. I believe FTMO still have that one, and a lot of people don't like that rule. But again, it's easy to work around. It just means that it takes a little bit longer to go through the actual funding process on stage 1 and stage 2. So I thought when I saw this Funded Account Express, it's really quite something new, but it isn't. It's just them remarketing the same thing they've already got on their website. I checked through their FAQs and anything on the website to see if it was actually different or a new account type, and there isn't. So don't be fooled by thinking this is something new. They've been doing this for a long period of time. But I think some of the frustrations with a lot of people who do go through the funding process with the prop trading is they don't have the automated accounts coming out yet. So even if you are able to pass, let's say in the first couple of hours, the phase 1 evaluation, the 8% target, you still have to email into Australia to get your account details set up for the next account. You still have to go and verify all of your trades were correct, didn't break any of the rules. For example, trading crypto over the weekends or trading oil, which are the key ones. So really there's a delay always in that process, and I still see on the Telegram chats people saying can take several days to get the account information through. So that looks like on the surface you can actually pass in a day. Reality is it's still going to take a few days at best to get passed and funded with the prop trading. So I then started thinking of what other scenarios of actually able to get funded in a day. Yes, it is possible to hit 8%. It's by no stretch of the imagination impossible, and a lot of people do that. But again, you need the market conditions to either be in your favour. As an example, you get into a trade and the market crashes. You just sell at the high, and the next hour, for whatever reason, either news comes out or there's any global event, market just crashes. It wipes percentage after percent off, let's say, the stock markets, and obviously the currencies will follow the same. So again, you can get very lucky on that one and pass the challenges in one trade. It could be that you are looking for a 2-to-1 of a reward to risk. You get in on 4 or 5 trades in a day, and the majority of those win or get to a reasonable percentage, and therefore you hit 8% in a day. Again, not impossible. But I think what happens with a lot of traders, they get potentially caught up in this I must pass in a day, and before you know it they are massively over leveraging and going with a huge trade size account to try and get a very, very small scalp and then hit 8%, which in my experience always ends badly. Let's say you're trading gold as an example. You go in with a 20 lot size on gold, which is equivalent to $2,000 per $1 movement in the price. So let's say currently gold's at 18.20 and you short it, you want to get down to 18.16, you've hit your target. It could very easily go up 1 or 2 points against you, and that's where you're getting very close to hitting the max daily drawdown of the 5%, and therefore in breach of the rules and losing the account. So for me, I think when you try and rush these things and go massive account, massive leverage, huge trade sizing, that's always a recipe for disaster, although it can happen for some people. So for me, I'll just say don't get caught up in the new words, the express, to make it sound like it's even faster. It isn't. It's still going to take potentially 1, 2, 3 or 4 days to actually pass the first phase. You're still going to have multiple days waiting for an account information to come back, and therefore doing the same to pass the next phase. So in reality, it's still going to take a week to get to a funded account, even if you are a really good trader. For the most of us who are a bit slower and taking things more cautiously, we're still going to use those 30 days, and no amount of marketing to say it's an express, a much faster way of doing it, is going to convince us otherwise. We're still going to do our own strategy, our own plans, and get there in our own time, because again, it's a personal journey for a trader to get funded, and they do it at their own pace. So I hope you enjoyed today's very quick video just on some of the marketing stuff I got through from the prop trading. They're probably not the only ones doing this. There's probably lots of other prop firms out there all pushing their marketing, trying to get people to sign up in January, to try and get more people to come on board. But again, don't fall for any of the hype. A lot of these things are not new. They're not changing any of their criteria. They're just rebranding it to make it look a bit more exciting. So thanks for watching today, and I'll see you again next video. Cheers.